Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to ESL One Birmingham 2019.
Welcome back for another week of Dota news. This week, we conclude the exciting finish in ESL One Birmingham and the new roster changes that will likely play in the qualifiers for the International. Also, we have some news from Moonduck trying to bring the International closer to North Americans. Plus, Valve officially have Dota Underlords website up. ESL One returns to Birmingham a year later and is as lively as they left it. This time around, the previous Birmingham champion will not be defending its title. Virtus.pro would be replaced by countryman Gambit Esport. A new patch means a new meta, and there's no DPC points on the line, so teams are free to explore the different heroes with new Agnum abilities.
It's a lot of fun, and we're a team that's already qualified to TI. There's no DPC points on the line, but this is a stacked tournament with the best teams on a brand new patch, and it's a lot of fun to play.
With Virtus.pro out of the tournament, Team Secret and Evil Geniuses are the two favorites to win ESL One. Luckily, both teams were in the same group, and we got to see them fight early. Rules are a bit different. The top two teams from both groups are automatically placed into the upper bracket, and the two bottom teams are eliminated from the tournament. Ninjas in Pajamas and 4 Gaming were eliminated from Group A, while King Gaming and Alliance missed the cut in Group B. Vici Gaming and TNC Predator finished on top for Group A, Evil Geniuses and PSG LGD finished on top for Group B. In the playoffs, it was easily predictable who the winners were. PSG LGD would meet EG in the upper bracket finals, and EG defeated PSG LGD 2-0 to end their third place curse this year, securing a top 2 finish. In the lower bracket, it was a bloodbath. So many good teams had to start here, and it would be a long road to the grand finals to meet EG. Gambit Esports started a Cinderella run in the lower bracket. They took out Team Liquid, Vici Gaming,
he actually gets it. He's going to be able to kill one fighting dog. He realizes this is in a fight he wants to take against both him and the TA. He's trying to draw him away, turns back into the Warlock. He's giving himself a heal, but it's only him and Matamba and fighting someone out. You think he'd kill Immersion, be massive, but the zombies not going to be good enough. Now they're trying to help him out. It's Ox sticks on top of Miracle, turning instead, going for the Brood Mother. Now Immersion rolls back uphill. Another size, a fatal bond between the two of them. It looks like Miracle and Matamba.
Been met up against Team Secret. The powerhouse took out the CIS representative in a quick 2-0 series. Team Secret was the real story. They faced adversity in this tournament, came in as the favorite but didn't make it into the upper bracket. It could very well be the new patch and figuring things out as the tournament progressed. They finished Group B with a 6-4 record and had to make a long run through the lower bracket. They got their chance at a rematch against Evil Geniuses, and it was well worth it for this rematch. The series went the distance going all 5 games, and most of the games were fairly even when Secret won. However, when EG won, they won by a landslide simply through a stronger draft and a stronger laning phase. The last game was as close as game 1, but as everyone knows, once the game goes late, it becomes a game of mistake. EG made one too many, and their win condition required having Tall Fly Aziz to drop a perfect Warlock ultimate. It was almost impossible for Fly. Since Team Secret had great positioning, it forced Fly to be patient until he had no choice but to drop it on one player only. This victory is Team Secret's 4th title this year, and it's also their 4th ESL One title. They now have won Frankfurt 2015, Hamburg in 2017, Katowice 2019, and now Birmingham 2019. Clement Puppy Ivanov also walks away with the MVP title and a brand new BMW to drive home. So a new patch means a new meta. The meta didn't really shift as much as we thought. Teams did start to experiment with Io and Mars. In the grand finals, Io was picked 3 times, but it also lost all 3 games. Mars, on the other hand, was picked 3 times, but only won once in Game 4 for EG. Does this mean Io is weak? Not necessarily. Teams are still tinkering with Io. Perhaps it's not a support anymore and should be played as a core. Maybe we'll see a change in the minor. Let's move on to roster movements. Beastcoast is once again in the news, and Jackie, Eternal Envy Mao, and Timothy TMT Ong will be leaving the team. Ravindu Ritsu Kodipili and Kartik Kitrak Rathi will be standing in and will play in smaller tournaments. They will also announce the final roster when the North America qualifiers for TI rolls around. The other squad changing roster will be J.Storm. Coming out of retirement and out of coaching is Jimmy Demon Ho. He will play position 5. Rax9 will also join the team as the mid player. Park, March, Taiwan, and Jonathan Brow, Santo De Gia will be moved onto the inactive roster. Both players are on a trial basis, so expect a full announcement when TI qualifier comes around. Now on to Moonduck's idea. When the International does roll around in August, Moonduck has an idea they're playing around and they need a solid response from the community before committing to it. They feel with the event in China, everyone in North America would be asleep. They want to rebroadcast the games but with new commentators, those who were not invited to Shanghai. To add, they also want to make it live, broadcast it in a venue in Denver.
Like you said, TI9 is in China. It's going to be harder for the Westerners to attend. To actually watch the event for NA specifically, you have to stay up all night. But we thought it would be cool to invite a bunch of the non-invited talent, which might be more than usual because it's in China, right? Into a venue, which I'm assuming you want to talk about in a little more detail since it is in your part of town.
So the general idea is to take the replays from TI every day and then broadcast them on the local time zone here for North America. So we'd start at like 9 or 10 a.m., something like that, and then rebroadcast based off the replays with live casters at our event so we can capture some of that live event feel. And I guess our big question for you guys out there is, would you watch that? You know, would you watch a live cast replay compared to just watching a rebroadcast from the night before? That's kind of what our idea hitches on, more people wanting to watch off a replay that's live cast. So kind of curious what people would prefer in that
This
situation.
is just an idea, but if you think it's good and is willing to watch it, make sure to give them some feedback. And finally, Dota Underlords website has gone up, except that it's empty for the time being. Fans are certain that this is Valve's version of auto chess, but anything is still possible. And thanks again for joining us this week. We'll see you next week.
Ending in second place.